Hey guys, Scott Reekers here with Eastmans Hunting Journal, and today I am here to talk about the Mystery Ranch Sawtooth pack, as well as the Beartooth pack a little, and why you would pick each of them in a specific situation.
Down to just about freezing.
We are enjoying a wonderful spring bear hunt. So we're going to start with why I'm picking the Sawtooth for this hunt over the Beartooth. The Beartooth is a much larger pack than the Sawtooth, and so that means it's a multi-day excursion. This is a quick trip. I had it loaded up because we were thinking we might do like multiple days on this. We decided, based on our information with where the bears are and where they're kind of hanging out, that Sawtooth was a much better option for this hunt because it's 2,746 cubic inches. What does that mean? That means that I could fit 2 to 3 days in this pack very easily, or I can make it a day pack with the potential of staying overnight like what we're planning on this hunt. This would be the same type, style, and size of pack that I would use on a run and gun mule deer hunt, which is my favorite type of hunt to go on in the backcountry. Spend 3 days in an area, move out if you don't find the buck that you were looking for, that you scouted during the summer. To really go through the features and look at what I want to do with this Sawtooth pack, I want to actually pack it with what I'm taking along on this trip, and then you can really see some of the features, including this 270-degree YKK zipper. This thing is tough as nails. You can also see, like in our situation here, there's water building up on it. No water is leaking in. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off these SJ auto lock clips. You can see, start expanding this. You can also see that we've got the gatekeepers here, Velcro. Open this up so you can get a little more strap as this expands. Allows the pack to puff out just the way that you want it to, but also makes it nice for easy storage, because I don't know anyone who can say they have enough storage in their house for all their gear. I kind of like to collect my gear, and there's a lot of it, so if I can compress my backpacks down, make them smaller, make them hang nicer inside the closet, that's a perfect way to do it. Mystery Ranch Sawtooth does just that. So you're going to start expanding it, pop this off, pop this off, open it up again with that 270 degrees, and you can see a lot of organization inside of this. So I'm going to start off right here on the side. I like to start off, especially in a place like this where I know where I'm going, with an empty water bladder, because I don't like carrying extra weight before I have to. So I'll take this water bladder, put it in the side. That's where I like to store that, in that compartment. Then opening this up, you can also see I've got multiple zipper compartments for the small stuff. There's also, on top here, another zipper. See the mesh, cut down on weight. This is a very lightweight pack. And so I'll start with easy to find stuff, like my knife will go up there. I always have a couple of lighters with me, and I always put them in separate places too. So I'll put one up here in case that gets lost, or you accidentally leave it open, dump it out, put that up here. Take the other lighter, put it inside. My main go-to headlamp will stay in this top pocket. That will always be there for easy access. The next thing that I'm going to do is my bulky stuff. Bulky stuff always goes in the bottom. And the beauty of this pack, again, is the fact that it expands and you can get it right. So I'm going to take my pillow in case I have to stay out overnight. I'm sure you're noticing a theme here with always be prepared. So I've got my sleep system, tarp, all inside this. Put that all down here at the bottom. So bottom half of my bag is filled. And so that's what's really nice about this being able to expand with these locks. Then the zipper is tough as nails. Mystery Ranch is known for it, and I really appreciate that the zipper moves up and down very nicely. It's just plain tough and going to make it through the toughest conditions. Next piece is my extras. While I'm hiking in, I'm going to need my extra base layer. So that's going to go right in here, which is extra warmth, little added R value. Then you can see I've got my rain gear pants. Those are kind of next in line. And I'll intentionally zip up as I go, because with a style like this that opens up, I can either open it up on the ground flat, pull something out, or use it traditionally like the entrance from the top. I also love this mesh on the inside so I can see what I'm going after. My rain jacket, that will get pulled out pretty often because I use my rain jacket as a soft shell. And you can see that in some of the other videos that we've done where we talk about our layering system. No need to double up, no need to have a soft shell and a rain jacket when they can function as the same thing, especially with all the breathable materials that are out there now. So then the next piece is my stove. So that's gonna go right up here. My first aid / possibles pouch, repurposed lightweight bag from my sleeping pad for this because I'm no longer using the sleeping pad bag. So that goes right up in here because I get into that thing all the time. I want access to this pretty quickly is a kill kit. So that guy's gonna go right in here. And you can see it's a little tight, but that's okay because with this Mystery Ranch system, you have the overload shelf. Mystery Ranch, they were the pioneers in load carriage with the system where you talk about a frame shelf or a shelf in the actual frame that where you could expand your pack out. Dana Gleason actually owns the patent on that system, which is a really cool, innovative idea that he came up with years ago. And so you can see that you can put a quarter back there. On this particular case, being a bear hunt, we'd put the entire bear in there, put all of its hide, put the meat that we would take with us in that section. And so great feature for that is that overload shelf. For those of you who are like me and like to have quick access to their snacks, that's going on top. Basically a day's worth of food. Just start zipping. There you go. Almost all the way done. Kahtoola micro spikes, pack a system like this. So it'll also go in here where it can be compressed because you hear it jingling. Compression is going to be very important because you do not want it making noise when you're on a stalk. However, having these along, when the ground gets muddy and gross, they can literally be a lifesaver. Going to see that I'm going to strap my gaiters to the outside. These things are gross, they're wet, but you want to have them along because they're very nice to have for making sure that you don't get debris up, especially once it starts getting muddy and getting all that mud on your pants. I don't like to have that because I sleep in my sleeping bag in my pants. So the system like this, it's very easy to attach this to the opposite side where I'm planning to put my rifle. It's the last thing that goes in because you always need quick access to your ammunition. I bring an entire box for a variety of reasons. Number one being that I am human. I can miss. I always want to be prepared, make sure that I have that. It's a comfort thing. The other piece of the equation is I rarely hunt alone. I do some solo trips, but if you haven't had a buddy's rifle get knocked off or your own rifle get off, it's always nice to have extra ammunition along because that means that you can still continue hunting, but make sure you cinch it down tight to prevent rattles as well. Pack rattling is something you want to avoid. The nice part about this Sawtooth is you can absolutely cinch everything down. Very quick, easy. Little tip for these Velcro straps, making sure you keep everything under control. Sometimes you don't want to have to rewrap the whole thing. So what you do is wrap it around that strap. See, that guy's kind of just hanging there. This is now under control, not flip-flopping everywhere. Last thing I want to do is I want to put my rifle on the Sawtooth. Now, we're going to get it strapped in, but first and foremost, always safety. See, I've got the magazine unloaded. You can also see that I've got the bolt. There's nothing in it, so check that. So you're going to want to make sure you get your stock down nice and low. And next piece is I like to make sure that my rifle is nice and cinched down. And so I'll put that over the top of the action, right underneath the scope. That ensures that that's going to stay there, stay in place. Then next piece of the equation is I will always make sure that my sling nice and tight right there. Then get that guy cinched down nice and tight. Now time to load her up on my back, head out, and hopefully we can find a bear this spring. Now, one other piece to remember is I used Mystery Ranch's patented system. This pack has already been adjusted to fit me. You can see that I've got a 36-inch waist. So this is a medium that fits a 31 to 36. So this should fit me just perfect. Tested it out, already sized that up. When this pack is riding on your back, you want a gap here. That's functional shoulder lift. Mystery Ranch has that. I'm a tall guy. You want to make sure you have that. You adjust your shoulder height right here and pull this out and adjust this to whatever height you need. Push it down or up accordingly. Push it down a little further. Yep, break all the Velcro. You can see how nice and easy that goes up and down. Mystery Ranch also did something really nice here. They've got a whole system that allows you to figure out exactly where this is. So it's now got markers, so you're not guessing. It's real easy to see where you're supposed to be. Bring that back to my mark. Pull this, the Velcro breaker back out. Put that in, and ready to go. Mystery Ranch is the only one that has that particular system. Functions very well and is an excellent piece of the entirety of this pack. All right, so thanks for coming along on this video. If you have not subscribed to our e-news, there's a link in the description. Make sure you click on that link to subscribe to our e-news. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that, because we want to make sure you get all the videos that we send out. We review the best gear out there, and we want to make sure that you have access to know exactly what you're buying, what you're looking at, and stuff that's going to serve you well in the field. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Finally, make sure you visit mysteryranch.com, and you can see all of these features here. You can see the Beartooth as well, which has a lot of comparable features, same style, just a much bigger version. And you can see what it would be useful for on multi-day trips. Brandon Mason and I are going to go and see if we can find a spring bear who wants to take a ride home with us in a Mystery Ranch pack.
Water smacked in my face. It was awesome.